Attention passionate Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now. Buckle up, Seahawks fans, because what's brewing in the NFL world right now has the potential to be a game changer for our team. Rumors are swirling around a blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire NFC West, and it involves one of the league's most dynamic linebackers, RAVENS Smith. The buzz is that the Baltimore Ravens, sitting at 4-5 and fighting to keep their playoff hopes alive, are close to shipping Smith out to the Seahawks in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Yes, you heard that right. This could be the move that propels our defense into a new stratosphere, especially considering how much Smith has meant to the Ravens' front seven. RAVENS Smith, a Pro Bowl linebacker who was traded to Baltimore last season from the Chicago Bears, has been a disruptive force on the field, and his numbers speak for themselves. He's not just a tackling machine, but a game-changer in coverage and pass rushing. In 2023, Smith has been a top-tier linebacker, boasting an impressive PFF grade of 89.6, which puts him among the best at his position. His coverage stats are outstanding, with a 90% success rate, and he's allowed a passer rating of just 69.4 when targeted. That kind of versatility is exactly what the Seahawks need, especially after losing linebacker Cody Barton to injury, which has left our linebacker core a bit thin and vulnerable. Adding Smith to our defense would be like plugging in a missing piece of the puzzle. He's a player who can elevate the entire linebacking group, working alongside Jordan Brooks to form a dual threat that could terrorize opposing offenses. Brooks, who's been a steady force for us, would benefit immensely from having someone like Smith beside him, a guy who can handle both run support and pass coverage with equal skill. The Seahawks' run defense, which has been decent but not elite, could see a significant boost with a linebacker who averages over 9 tackles per game and can also create turnovers, with 2 interceptions this season alone. And let's not forget, the Seahawks' defense, which has already shown flashes of brilliance, stands to become even more formidable. Our secondary, which has been a work in progress, could benefit from the pressure that Smith applies from the middle of the field. Opposing quarterbacks would have fewer safe options, forcing more mistakes and turnovers. It's no secret that the Seahawks' defensive stats have improved this season, but a player like Smith could push us into true elite territory. His presence could help us tighten up against the run, lower yards per carry, and increase our overall win probability, especially in close games. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the trade makes a lot of sense for the Seahawks financially, too. Our current cap space is around $7 million, which gives us enough flexibility to bring in a player of Smith's caliber without jeopardizing other offseason moves. The Ravens, on the other hand, are tight against the cap, about $13 million, and are clearly prioritizing freeing up some cash by moving Smith, who is earning around $16 million this year. They're probably thinking about their next steps, possibly focusing on bolstering their pass rush with an edge rusher, or trying to manage their cap better in a year where every dollar counts. But the real impact of this trade would be on the field. With Smith joining forces with Brooks, the Seahawks would boast a linebacker duo capable of averaging over 15 tackles per game, which is a game changer. Their combined coverage EPA, expected points added, would jump by about 22%, and turnovers could increase significantly, up to 10 more takeaways, giving our defense a real spark. This upgrade would take some pressure off our secondary, especially with cornerback Tariq Woolen and safeties like Quandre Diggs playing at high levels, but needing that extra help against top-tier offenses. Let's talk about the offensive side for a moment, because the defense's improvements can't be overlooked when considering our overall Super Bowl chances. Our offense, led by Geno Smith, has been steadily improving, with EPA per play sitting around 0.14, and the team has been controlling the clock better, increasing our possession time. The addition of a linebacker like Smith could help us extend drives even more, especially in critical situations like third down, where our conversion rate has hovered around 36.5%. If we can tighten our defense and generate more turnovers, our offense will have more opportunities to score, which is crucial in this league. Now, let's look at how this potential trade could influence our odds for the Super Bowl. Currently, the Seahawks are sitting at plus 800 to plus 450 odds, and a player like RAVENS Smith could be the X factor that pushes us over the edge. His elite coverage rates and ability to disrupt runs, especially against powerful NFC West rivals like the 49ers, would make us a more balanced and dangerous team. Imagine Smith's impact transforming our defense from a good unit into a top-5 defense, with a better chance to shut down high-powered offenses and make a deep playoff run. The NFC West has always been a tough division, but with Smith on board, our chances of clinching the division and making noise in the postseason skyrocket. The 49ers are still a formidable opponent, but if we can bolster our defense with a player like Smith, who's proven himself against the best, we could become the division's biggest threat. Our front seven would be more aggressive, with blitz numbers increasing by 20%, and we'd be forcing more turnovers, which could be the difference maker in tight games late in the season. From the Seahawks' perspective, this trade also signals a clear message to the rest of the league and our division rivals. We're not just content to compete, we want to dominate. With the team's cap situation allowing for this kind of move, it shows that the front office is serious about contending right now. The move to acquire Smith would also send a strong message to our fans. This team is all in on a Super Bowl push, and we're willing to make bold moves to get there. Of course, every trade has its risks. The Ravens might be hesitant to part ways with Smith, who's been a key piece of their defense, especially given their recent struggles on third down, where they're allowing 41% conversions. But the Seahawks, with their more flexible cap situation and a clear need for a game-changing linebacker, are in a prime position to make this deal happen. The potential upside far outweighs the risks, especially considering how much Smith could elevate our defense and overall team performance. In summary, if this trade materializes, it could be one of the biggest moves of the season for the Seahawks. It would immediately elevate our defense into a league-wide top-tier unit, improve our chances in the playoffs, and maybe even turn us into serious contenders for the Super Bowl. The combination of Smith's elite coverage, tackling, and playmaking ability with our existing core could be the perfect recipe for a deep postseason run. It's the kind of move that could transform our 7-2 record into a team that's feared across the league, especially at Lumen Field, where the home crowd would be energized by the addition of such a game-changing player. This potential acquisition also demonstrates the strategic mindset of our front office. They're clearly looking ahead, understanding the importance of bolstering key positions at the right time. With Smith, we'd be adding a player who's not only talented, but also has the experience and instincts to make game-changing plays in big moments. It's exactly the kind of move that could tip the scales in our favor during the playoff stretch. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this rumored trade? Do you think RAVENS Smith would be the perfect fit for our defense? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in the iconic Seahawks blue and green? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news. Let's keep this passion alive and continue supporting our team, no matter what. Together, we're building a future that's full of hope, excitement, and the chance at another Super Bowl trophy. Go Hawks!